Hey, this is Derek Crabb, History of Comics on Film, Part 7, Commentary. Bill Bixby. That guy who got his voice dubbed over by Christopher Reeve. And the Sentinel's Head.
The Vigilante.
So The Vigilante is another DC Comics serial. This wasn't a serial I didn't know of. I think I read about it a long time ago on IMDb, but I think before I started this project, I wasn't as focused to sort of hunt it down and watch every little thing that I saw or read about. Yeah, so Vigilante's pretty cool. I mean, the serial's alright, but I like Vigilante as a character.
Created by Mort
some people I remember were
Greg Sanders.
I don't know, maybe I'm putting words in people's mouths, but I remember some people were like, "Why is it gotta be the old cowboy dude on JLU?" I guess they wanted it to be the Vigilante from the Teen Titans Vigilante. This is all kind of interesting here, where you got stuff, and stuff's not an Asian dude in the serial, but he's kind of like a little Kato or whatever in this serial.
Not a young Chinese
Short
kid
round.
in this serial. In retrospect, maybe that's a good thing. Otherwise, he may have come out sounding like Dr. Daka from the Batman serial. The slight costume changes that Columbia tagged the Vigilante character with do not render the character unrecognizable.
So you got that going on.
So he's got a fedora and a button-up style shirt instead of a large cowboy
But I mean,
hat
it's kind of like, I don't like to talk over myself, but he looks like the Vigilante, right? And there's Patriot Act again, which I really don't like the episode, but again, it's like good reference material.
The country western singer is still an element to the character as well.
Let me think on that.
The original Vigilante appeared
I
in
like
Justice
this episode
League
a little
Unlimited,
better.
voiced by Nathan Fillion, who played lead character Malcolm Reynolds
Nathan
in the
Fillion's
sci-fi
awesome,
western
man.
Firefly.
He was great in Wonder Woman, the direct-to-video thing.
You try to kill him right back.
In World's Finest Comics 246, Stuff
Anyway,
would eventually be killed off by the Vigilante's arch foe.
And this
the
is
Dummy,
kind of
somewhat following the
interesting too,
footsteps
because
of Captain America's
you
sidekick
got Bucky
Also
and
of interest is in the
Jason
Vigilante
Todd
City
both getting
Lights
croaked,
Prairie
but I guess
Justice
stuff you
1997
probably
miniseries.
wouldn't have heard too much
Stuff is
about,
actually
because
murdered by
Vigilante's not
Bugsy
as
Siegel
famous as
instead.
Captain America or Batman.
Perhaps a slight inspiration for the aftermath of the death of Jason Todd, the second Robin, Vigilante received a new sidekick named Stuff Jr., who was the original son, Victor Long. This was much in the same vein as Batman's third Robin, Tim Drake. Stuff Jr. was trained to fight by Richard Dragon.
I probably should have
You might be
used
wondering why I
a
think
better
that's
Tim
such a
Drake,
big deal. Well,
but I guess
put it
that's
this
Tim
way.
Drake.
If there were internet fads in the DC universe instead of Chuck Norris facts,
I guess I just
there'd
wanted
be
it to
Richard
be
Dragon
animated,
facts.
because I had so many still pictures,
Most recently, the character was thought to have been killed off in Grant Morrison's Seven Soldiers of Victory series.
And then Grant
However,
Morrison
in the
killed him
recent
off, and then James
Superman's
Robinson's
pal,
like,
Jimmy
no, fuck
Olsen's
you, Grant
special by
Morrison,
James
I'm bringing him
Robinson.
back.
Greg Sanders,
So.
the Vigilante himself, reports to one James Olsen that his supposed death in the Seven Soldiers was just a bunch of hooey.
Well, if Greg Sanders says so, I reckon we're on the right track.
Anyway, I like Vigilante a lot. I hope you guys do too.
And again, as part of that motif I was talking about, I liked Vigilante, so I ended with a clip of Vigilante.